Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a swift breeze blowing through the T3 studio today in the form of Cougar's high pressure fans, which we'll be showing you next. Now, Cougar has been making cases and peripherals for quite some time. They're moving into the water cooling space and they've aptly made some high pressure fans. These are going to be called Vortex, and this is the product right here. Now, they come in 3 different base colors of white, blue and red, as well as some addressable RGBs, which is going to be obviously very nice for those who like discotheque machines. But before we get into the plethora of options that they have, let's have a look at the physical nature of the product. Let me unbox it quickly. Alrighty, so the first thing I noticed when I took out these fans was the rubber mountings on these. These are crucial because it won't let it rattle, and then your PC won't sound like a hive of bees next to you. So it is going to be really nice for a quiet gaming experience. The second thing that was really nice is they do put in the Molex to 3-pin connectors. So if you don't have enough connections on your motherboard, that will be able to sort you out over there. And then 4 little of these screws, the self-tapping screws, which you will need to be able to mount this onto your case. The cable that's on here is also quite impressive, being about 1/2 meter long by the looks of things. So cable management should be really nice and easy, keeping them all in the back panel away out of sight. Next, we have the RGB ring of LEDs, which have 33 LEDs, quite an impressive amount, and it's ring lit, which is going to be a little bit better once again for experience. I find that when it's fan lit, it is prone to some flicker, especially if they are in a mirror finish and not a matte finish. Then you will have a flickering going off next to you, which isn't ideal. Nobody wants to have photosensitive epilepsy from their fans. They'd rather have it from the visuals in the game. Alright, so now that's the basic core functionality of those fans. They do have very good bearings, all of that kind of stuff, run really nicely. I have used them on a water cooling kit before and it did go quite well. Now, they've done something very interesting with their RGB fans. Firstly, we have the Fcb 120. Exactly the same fan as before with exactly the same LED shroud, except it's got RGB potential, as you can see there. Now the thing is, you can't just plug this into any system. This can only be teamed up with the Cougar core box. As you can see here, they have this proprietary connector on it. Now this isn't necessarily a bad thing because you're actually being rewarded for staying with the Cougar brand, because these come at a much lower price than the normal RGB setup HPB kits, which I'm going to show you now. Let's get that out of the way. Here we have the HPB. Now the HPB 120, exactly the same as that, but crucially, the connector has both the normal PWM connector as well as their proprietary connector. Now within the box, it does come with the adapter for you to be able to plug that into a single RGB header. But that's also not ideal, I hear you say. You're going to be only able to basically run one fan of one RGB header. Cougar's thought of a solution for you as well, in the form of their HPB cooling kit. Oh, shakalaka. Now this comes with the core box and the remote, so you will not only be able to run this complete kit off of a single RGB header for 3 of the fans, but if you don't have an addressable RGB header, you could just use the remote that comes with the kit to customize the fans there. So all in all, I think a really good range of fans here from Cougar. We are awaiting their high airflow series, which they did say would be coming in a little bit, which I think with this kind of build quality and price point is going to be a very strong competitor in the market. But now let's have a closer look at them. And there we have it, Cougar Vortex, Vortex by name and very Vortex by nature. I'm gonna go and get blown away with the tide. You stick around with that like and subscribe. See you in the next one.